It's like you have this wall up. And it's a thick wall. It ain't even no thin one. It ain't no plywood. This is a thick wall, brick. And you won't just put down that wall for me? And I had this conversation a couple of times with her, and it would be so frustrating. And I would let it slide this and that, but then once again, build up over time, and all that. I'm thinking I'm letting it go. Because I'm letting it slide, and then really all it is festering inside. And that just kept happening because I never got it. I never got that fullness. But I understand now why. Oh, she went through so much that I still don't know the exact details of to this day. But God has shown me enough to know that very bad. Hey, and we all go through some very bad things. We all experience some very bad family members. Sometimes it's our parents. The mama or the daddy, or both. The brother and the sister. The reality is, if the person does not give you those things, you're not going to get nowhere. If a person don't open up with that type of stuff, y'all not going to get nowhere. You're going to be running around in a circle because of the lack of communication, the lack of healing that exists. It will always be sickness in that house. And so what I know now, I get it. I don't have no malice in my heart about it or nothing. Never did. I prayed for this girl. I still pray for her to this day, literally. Just to keep my heart right. You know? And because I really know, like, wow, it has got it. For you to do what you did and how you did me, how you held back all that stuff, I know there have to be a lot. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Even when we ended the divorce, I told her, I said, girl, you better go back. I said, 'cause this right here, you can't make this about. This, whatever you trying to make this about me and this situation that happened, this ain't about that. I know, but I knew at that time, I knew that it wasn't about that because she even tried to fight for it. And let's be very clear, I'm worthy of being fought for. You know, I'm worthy of wanting to be with me. I know my value. So if you want to leave in Atlanta right now, you don't want to be with me, this is some deeper stuff that's going on. And I told her, I said, you better go and get your healing. You better go all the way back to your childhood. I literally said this. And go and get your healing. Because I know this don't got nothing to do with this right here. This is not, all this is happening is not because of K-Twan. All this is happening is not because of me. All this is happening is not because, oh, this marriage. It's because of certain things that you have not addressed, that you literally told me that you threw in the back of your mind, and you have not healed from. And you better go back and get that healing. Because I wanted to see her healed. I still do. But you know what people do nowadays is they do very well. They act. A lot of people need Oscars. All the stuff we seeing on TV, people going to receive an Oscar. Boy, it's a lot of Oscars that need to be given in this whole entire world. People are Denzel-worthy actors out here, okay? But I don't encourage that because it's so unhealthy. You acting like everything okay when it's not. You acting like things didn't happen when it did. You will never grow. And I'm proud to say to this day that, man, I ain't act. My truth was consistent. I got healing. I allowed God to heal me through talking about it, through crying, through making wrong decisions, and still just everything. I still persevered through it all. Only by the grace of God, of course. But that's only because I was willing to talk about it. That was only because I was willing to deal with it face on, face myself, find where I went wrong at. Then everybody else. Was there something wrong with this? Was there something wrong with how I did? I questioned every component. Like I said, I chose out of loneliness. I don't know why she decided to be with me, though. I do have an idea, but I don't really know. I believe it was loneliness on her end, too, a little bit. And because I was different, you know, because like I said, I'm genuine, not meaning that I care, okay? I should care about the condition of your heart. That's what I do. And we supposed to do as a man. And I did that. And I got all these gifts. I got whatever. I'm doing all these damn photography. Hey, there was some benefits to this stuff. I didn't think it was at the time because I wasn't even at the place I wanted to be yet. But she saw it that way, for sure, according to what I understand now. But my point is, talking about it gets you closer to the healing. You ain't gonna talk about it in 1 month and one day and you're gonna be all the way good. It took me 2 years to finally get to this place to be in front of this camera right now and start talking about this finally. So yeah, y'all, the divorce had me in a chokehold. It had me, man. It took me up through that, uppercutted me a lot, all of that. I lost money, you know, because of it. I almost didn't make it, you know what I'm saying? Meaning it was very hard to pull myself back up from that place, man. Haven't talked to her since, literally. And, but here I am, though, healthier, way better than I was before. And this is a new me. And I'm proud of me for not being a punk, for not running away from my problems and issues, from not running away from my mistakes. And this is what Therapy Fest is all about, y'all. Are you ready to talk about your problems? Are you ready to talk about your past? Are you ready to truly face you? Are you truly ready to face them? Are you ready for your healing? We'll see. See you on Therapy Festival. Good night. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I got some clips out of that. And so, yeah, man, we got so throughout the marriage, man, it was a healing. Throughout the marriage, it was a time where everything was good, like always, like most people, they say, but the frustrations I was having, man, that unfortunately I made a mistake and I cheated, and shoot, I cheated a couple times, but in reality, I learned I'm the only one that didn't cheat. And the worst part, I think, through it all was that I thought that I had cheated. And this is what really bothered me when I finally found out. Is that the whole time I thought I was the only one that cheated. Right? And then At some point, she told me that she cheated, and when we had moved, and but it was only in Atlanta, and this is after I cheated. But what I learned going through my divorce and hearing finally getting the veil off my eyes, um, and maturity and just crying and getting, I learned after healing that she cheated way before I did. Way before, long time ago. I just didn't know the signs. I didn't know what it looked like. Stuff crazy. Of course, they say women cheat better than men, and clearly she did. She cheated a long time ago. I was fighting not to, but I ain't understand why it was so hard. Why I felt that way. Nah, it makes sense. It was just like this feeling. It was like, why is it so? Why I even feel like I want? Because it was this frustration, this disconnect, all of that. She been cheated long time ago. I mean, I gave this woman too much access to my problems and issues, man. I gave her too much accountability. Like, if you're gonna give somebody, like I gave, like me, she had access to my phone like nothing. She can go in there, hey, do your thing, woo de woo, right? But when I did that, I didn't realize that, wow, you're not doing the same thing. You know? So I gave all of that, access, to correct me and everything. I told her to check me about this or that. This problem come up. Hey, let me know. Tell me. I know it's gonna be hard for you to tell me or to check me about this, but check me, please, because hey, this is a struggle I've been dealing with for a long time, and so I need you to hold me accountable in that sense. But I'm asking for accountability for somebody who's way younger than me, don't got no better, ain't got no healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, and she was younger than me, and I didn't realize how younger she was than me. I didn't even process it. I really didn't. Like, because I was young at the time, so her being a couple years younger than me didn't seem like the biggest deal in the world. But not understanding, like, that's a problem. You're younger than me, and the age that you're younger than me is like you ain't been through nothing. And she said that. I don't think I've really been through nothing. She had been through some stuff, but she didn't understand what she had been through. And that was the problem. I had been through some stuff, and I was only 3-4 years older than her. But I understood enough about what I had been through, meaning to the point I can talk about it. She couldn't talk about what she had been through. She ain't know what it was. And here she is with somebody that's talking about their problems and issues. He talk about them like nothing. Oh, she didn't feel safe at all. Her safe place was quietness. Her safe place was sweetness, playing it sweet and playing it cute. Say a little bit here, say a little bit there. That's it. But we ain't talking about that core.